Yo, what are you doing on my desk? Well, nice to see you anyway. I hope you had a good winter break. I had to take one as well. That's why I haven't been uploading recently. Sorry for that. And I'm back with something special. I gave my first speech this week. And just to give you some context really quickly, it was part of some dating and self-development convention. And as I was a dating coach for almost a year, I never told you this, and it might seem strange or funny, but that's how it is. I was given the chance to speak there, and what was pretty funny as well was that two pretty famous guys crashed my speech. They came later in the Q&A session, and I was RSD Max and Mario Tomic. And without further ado, let's just jump right into my speech.
I'm Kevin. I'm the former Inner Circle leader. Right now Martin is the Inner Circle leader, but he's sick today, so it's just me here. And I'm very happy to have you all guys here, and I think you can introduce yourself your best and explain what you're going to talk about, and then you can already start.
Okay, thank you. Well, thanks for the invitation. I'm really happy to speak to you today. I'm really nervous. They told me when you're nervous, you should imagine your audience naked. It didn't really work. Just right now, I know that Rudy has a really small one.
It's true.
And just a little bit about myself. I came to Vienna 2 years ago. I'm originally from Italy. I became part of a group of people who taught me how to pick up girls, and also had the chance to become a coach. Half a year ago, I started my own thing where I would try to build my Instagram, which is pretty big. Actually, I posted all the slides of the whole presentation in the Inner Circle WhatsApp group, so you can always follow there the presentation. And yeah, what I did was building my Instagram and building my YouTube, and it looks like my Instagram it worked out much better there. And that also brings me to my topic of today. Like, when I made that joke before, you had a little image in your head, right? And I'm gonna talk about how to put images in other people's head, how to put a great image of yourself into other people's head. And my speech is called You're a Fucking Brand. So what is a brand and what makes a brand special? So I found that there are 3 pillars that make a brand special. Firstly, you have to have a good product, because people might buy your product maybe once, but if you don't have a good product, they will buy it once and then never again. So you should really try to make the product the best possible and work on it all the time. So now you can already see the parallel to yourself. If I'm talking about a brand, I could as well talk about you or about me. And if I'm talking about the client, I could talk about a really beautiful girl, or a friend, or an amazing business contact. So now we're already working on our brand, and what we need now is attention and usually time. So how do we get this attention? Firstly, there is personal marketing, where you go outside and you present yourself. So you should always go outside, use every opportunity to meet people. And for our personal brand, we might not use TV ads or something, or radio ads or whatever, to promote our brand on like a mass marketing way, but we will use social media to promote ourselves. And then usually you also need time, so the people get to know your product and can make a decision whether they want to buy it or not. And that brings me to my last pillar of branding, which is presenting the product in the right way. Because if you present the product in the right way, you can reduce that time you need, like the person needs to get to know your product big time. Because this is really important. If you have a good product, but you promote it in a really bad way, no one will buy it. If you have a shitty product and you do an amazing marketing strategy, you can get people to buy it. So we should focus really much on how to present ourselves. So what does this all mean for your personal brands? So even if we are not like famous people or we don't have special jobs or whatever, we all meet people regularly. We all have occasions where we can present ourselves as a brand. And there are people who you meet regularly, where you have several chances of presenting yourselves. And then there are people who you only meet once, and you have to create this brand image in the first opportunity. And all those people will judge you, whether you like it or not. And this judgment matters a lot. You probably heard this saying, it doesn't matter what you know, it matters who you know. And I would like to add something there. The results evolving of your contacts, of the people who you know, will, like the way you present yourself to the people who you know, will change the results that evolve out of this, the existence of this contact. So, for example, if you have a friend and he meets an amazing social circle where there are all guys who have great business contacts, they dress well, they are around really beautiful women all the time, and your friend might think, oh, I could introduce my friend so he can get his dream job, because for those people it only takes like one call, so they can organize you your dream job. But then he thinks, oh, my friend is actually a really cool guy, but he doesn't know how to present himself. He has no sense of fashion, he smells bad usually, and his social skills can't make up for this. And he might just not introduce you to those people. Even though he knows you're a good guy and you have amazing qualities, but he knows that it takes a lot of time for people to see those qualities. So there are two qualities that will make your brand. First is appearance, and appearance depends on fitness, but not as you might think that you have to be really fit. Your brand can also be that you're the fat guy who's always funny, for example. Then on your style, and style is something really personal, and you should really keep in mind that it can change a lot of your results, especially also with women. If you want to get posh girls and you dress like a metalhead, you might not get the chance to meet those posh girls, because the appearance that you make on the first occasion you meet her might seem like there's no overlap in qualities or interests of the two of you. And also for style, I think that peacocking still works. So peacocking is a concept of pickup where you try to dress in a way where you stand out. Like in the old days of pickup, guys would wear silly hats or sky, how's it called? Like pilot masks or whatever. But I think within the concept of fulfilling a stereotype that you pick, that you would like to be known for, you can still try to fulfill the stereotype, but also try to stand out while fulfilling the stereotype. So try to wear something special that most of the people wouldn't wear, but it still looks good. and you still fulfill the stereotype. And then there's the last pillar, which is personality. You might think, how can it be part of your appearance? But I've seen it a lot of times with guys who I coached. There is something that you can't really put into words. That's also why it's never described in pickup. In German, there's a word that describes it more beautifully, which is Ausstrahlung. If you have your shit together, if you have a grounded personality, if you're satisfied with your life, you might just need little pickup knowledge and have amazing results. We've seen that with guys who just got a little bit of knowledge and they pulled 2 times in 3 days or whatever. And the second pillar on what your personal brand depends is people skills. And that's part of game, what we learn. Just that you might not try to attract or arouse a business partner, and you might do more comfort when you talk to this business partner or to your friend. And there's a really good book. I also, on the slides, when it comes to people skills, I have a picture of this man. He's called Dale Carnegie. He wrote one of the best books in this field, which is called How to Win Friends and Influence People. And you should definitely read it. And also there are 3 really important quick tips that I can give you. Firstly, cold showers, because cold showers make you fearless in a way. For example, when you see a really cute girl and you have this fear of talking to her, and it's the same kind of fear you have when you go into the shower and you're about to open the water, which is like really, really cold. It's like the same kind of fear, because it's a fear that doesn't really have the right to exist. Because the same way that the water will not hurt you, in the same way the beautiful girl will not hurt you. And that's how you learn to just get over this fear, because you do it every day, and at some point it becomes part of your personality. Then there's meditation, which just makes you more settled. You can be more quiet in extreme situations. You have the time, like your mind gives you the time to think better in extreme situations, which is also, for example, when you talk to that beautiful girl. And the last one is little fab. Like you can express your sexuality much more if you don't jerk off every day. And I don't think no fab is good, but I think you should reduce it heavily. And how to present yourself online. Online, the difference is that you decide what you put out there, and you will try to reduce what you put out there to some little qualities. Like, you don't have this whole spectrum of your personality that you can showcase. So you should try to reduce it and always think about what you want to show the people. Be consistent and also be authentic, because it has to fit your personality. If you're building a brand that doesn't fit to your personality, it won't be a good brand. And also something we can never admit is that likes actually matter. Because, for example, if you get a girl's number, if you get 2 girls' number, like they're on the same level from the looks and from the personality, and one has like 300 likes on Facebook and the other one maybe 10, you can see that this is a big difference, even if we don't want to talk about it. So how can you increase likes? Again, if you look at one of the slides, I posted some of my Instagram pictures, and I noticed that if you have a good caption, For example, I like to have a lot of really cocky and funny descriptions of my pictures. It matters a lot if it gives you much more likes. Then also you can post it on the right time during the evening or during 12 midday. And yeah, I hope you could take something from this presentation. And I want to give you one question you should ask yourself every day. And that is, am I presenting myself in the right way today? Every time you go out of the house, are you presenting yourself in the right way? Are you dressed as well as you could be? And yeah, thanks for your attention. Are there any questions?
How did you start like with your Instagram and your YouTube account? You did it the normal way? Like I heard like comment a lot and write people network and...
YouTube or Instagram?
Both.
Yeah, Instagram I found out some strategies. Like I think in April, I just decided that I want to get 10,000 followers now. And because like I'm really interested in marketing, and then I just tried out a lot of strategies.
But did you use like one of those like bots? Because I tried to build up my Instagram account, and then I installed one of those bots, which is like commenting for me, boom, 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 and liking other people for me. So I put it on for half an hour, and then I gained, I don't know, 50.
I tried it out.
It was like not real people.
I tried it out. It didn't really work for me that well. Yeah, I don't know. Like it's also a lot of about how engaged your followers are. Like if you just get some people who like anything or who follow anyone, like you don't want to have those followers because because now I'm trying to get brands to send me stuff, and if they look at my profile and I have 16,000 followers and maybe I only get 100 likes, they won't send me anything. And so it's really important how engaged the people are as well. And actually something which you could do for your personal brand that I totally forgot is using Snapchat, because you can add your numbers there and then present yourself to the ladies in the best way, and they get to know you as a person.
Are people really looking at the Snapchat history? I don't know. I don't do it. Are people really?
I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like that's how it works.
Yeah.
That's very quick. Could you make some space in the back, because I think there's going to be a few people still want to come in, and then like every time people come, there's a big space. So
Let's go.
Let's go.
Also, yeah.
Maybe you know probably Gary Vaynerchuk, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if he knows him.
Yeah, sure. Like we're big fans. We already talked about it last time.
Do you know him as well? Gary Vaynerchuk? Do you know him?
yeah, you should follow this guy.
You should follow him.
He's the god.
Just go on your mobile phone right now. Then
It's over
type
there.
in. It's over there. Type in Gary V and watch all the Ask Gary V shows, and you will understand so much more about social media.
Okay, thanks man.
At some point, like it's really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
I know a few really good Instagrammers, YouTubers, like that admire him. Like, yeah, introduce, like go in and just say, hey, this is this guy and this is him. Now shake hands, let's have a beer together, and then like alcohol and music doesn't work, and this is like.
What I did to combine different circles is you always find like one person who has like the same characteristic.
Yeah, I have a question.
Oh shit!
How do I approach? Yo, thanks, Kevin. Did he keep it secret? Oh, that's geheim gehalten? Yeah. Nice. We actually had that planned. What were you talking about? I didn't mean to interrupt you or something.
No.